Two sets of twins are better than one in the cult classic that paired Gene Wilder and Donald Sutherland twice. Start the revolution without me. Coming up next, only on AMC Saturday Classics.
The following is brought to you by Nationwide. Insurance, financial services, on your side.
Picture this, a life without worry, where problems are quickly solved. Picture a future that's financially secure for you and the ones you love. Picture Nationwide, with auto, home, and life insurance products to protect what you hold dear, and retirement planning to help you prepare for your future. If you can picture it, Nationwide can too. Nationwide, insurance, financial services, on your side.
An equal housing opportunity insurer.
Every now and then you come across a film that the critics absolutely hate, and the audiences hate almost as much. They completely ignore it. And then slowly this thing becomes popular because of word of mouth. And as the years pass, the movie gets more and more fans until it's officially named a cult classic. Well, the movie we're about to see is one of those. It's a real gem. It was made by two of television's true comedic geniuses, Bud Yorkin and Norman Lear. Now, while Lear, of course, is best known as the creator of things like All in the Family and Maude, he had also a strong background creating comedy for the big screen. He did Divorce American Style, and The Night They Raided Minsky's was another one of his. That was before he tried his hand at the outright farce of the movie we're going to see. Now, for beginners, he cast just the right crazies, Gene Wilder and Donald Sutherland. Now, the only problem was that when the movie was released, this back in 1970, most people had never heard of these two guys. Sutherland was on the brink of stardom because of MASH, that would be released later on in that year. Wilder was probably best known for his role in Mel Brooks' very first film, and I think his funniest film, The Producers. This was 1968. Now, the plot of this movie revolves around two sets of twins who lived at the time of the French Revolution. Orson Welles narrates, by the way, which adds a lot of class to this whole thing. Here's the widescreen version of Start the Revolution Without Me.
The proceeding was brought to you by Nationwide. Insurance, financial services, on your side.
Picture this. A place down by the lake, front yard of crystal blue water, plenty of room for the kids, and, of course, the grandkids.
If you can picture the future, Nationwide can too. We offer financial services like mutual funds and retirement planning that fit your changing needs and help make your future everything you pictured. Nationwide, insurance, financial services, on your side.
Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and the rest of the Rat Pack stage a daring Las Vegas heist on New Year's Eve in the swinging caper comedy Ocean's 11. Next.
It's coming!
This Halloween, cuddle up with AMC's MonsterFest.
I won't love a monster, I won't!
A terrifying movie every night of Halloween week and a monstrous movie marathon all Halloween weekend. Featuring legendary director Roger Corman, your master of scaremonies.
Who says there aren't any good parts in movies anymore?
MonsterFest. Coming this Halloween only on AMC.
The following is brought to you by Nationwide. Insurance, financial services, on your side.
Picture this, a life without worry, where problems are quickly solved. Picture a future that's financially secure for you and the ones you love. Picture Nationwide, with auto, home, and life insurance products to protect what you hold dear, and retirement planning to help you prepare for your future. If you can picture it, Nationwide can too. Nationwide, insurance, financial services, on your side.
An equal housing opportunity insurer.
Listen to this. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, Cesar Romero, Joey Bishop. The cast of the movie we're about to see reads like who's who of Hollywood in the 1960s, with some cameo performances by the likes of Red Skelton and George Raft and Shirley MacLaine. It's all thrown in to up the ante a little bit. Now, all things considered, if making a film were considered a gamble, this would be a very, very good risk. And risk-taking, by the way, is what this movie is all about. Frank Sinatra plays a crook in the movie who leads the way in a plot to rob 5 of the biggest casinos in Las Vegas with the help of his old friends from the 82nd Airborne Division, played by the Rat Pack. Now, he devises a plan, and they set the date for New Year's Eve. Perfect timing. When this film was released, the New York Times reviewer complimented the atmospheric detail. Sounds like the New York Times. But they were a slight bit disturbed by the casual way this movie treated the bad guys. The audience, it seems, gets so swept up into this plot that they're really rooting for the crooks, as though they were the good guys, which technically, of course, they're not. Frank Sinatra, of course, saw it differently. I mean, he knew they weren't making Gone with the Wind, but they didn't intend to make Gone with the Wind. The movie is supposed to entertain people, and boy, it sure does that. Watching this whole plan come together is really exciting. It's a good film, and you can't help wondering if they'll really be able to pull it off, which, of course, parenthetically, you hope they do. Here's Frank Sinatra, the head of the Rat Pack, in the widescreen version of Ocean's 11. During the making of Ocean's 11, which of course was filmed in Las Vegas, as you could easily tell, Sinatra and Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. were all appearing at the Sands every night when they weren't filming. They weren't appearing together. Each would headline on a different night. Because they were all in town, though, they used to come all the time to each other's shows, and they'd usually wind up on the stage all together, no matter whose night it was. Well, they got everybody else, of course, in the cast, too, to get on the stage, including Peter Lawford, although Peter was said to be very uncomfortable on stage. They used to tease him about that all the time. They said if he lost too much at the tables, the gambling tables, he'd have to go on all by himself that night. It was actually Peter Lawford who started the ball rolling on this movie. He bought the story on which it was based for $10,000. Now, Jack Warner said that he would rather pull off the heist than make the movie himself, but when Sinatra came on board, now this was a different story. He knew he had a hit on his hands. This was the first of 4 films that were made by the Rat Pack. The others were Sergeants 3 and 4 for Texas and Robin and the Seven Hoods. You probably saw those all here on AMC. And if not, I'll bet we'll show them again someday. For AMC, I'm Bob Dorian.
The proceeding was brought to you by Nationwide. Insurance, financial services, on your side.
Picture this. A place down by the lake, front yard of crystal blue water, plenty of room for the kids, and, of course, the grandkids.
If you can picture the future, Nationwide can too. We offer financial services like mutual funds and retirement planning that fit your changing needs and help make your future everything you pictured. Nationwide. Insurance, financial services, on your side.
Dick Clark, yes, that Dick Clark, stars as a high school teacher battling juvenile delinquents. And Because They're Young, co-starring Tuesday Weld. Next. It's September, and AMC's sticking to its true colors. Big colors, bold colors, Technicolors. We got blonde, platinum, and dirty.
Hello, baby.
The Girl Next Door, and the girl you'd sell your home to get next to. Bombshells, and Little Pistols. The Natural, and the Naturally Talented. Plus, this month, we have the Princess of Blondes, Grace Kelly, and Alfred Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief, playing opposite dashing brunette Cary Grant. We'll let you decide who has more fun. And Johnny Weissmuller's hair might have started changing colors when he left The Wife and Chimp to pursue a different career path. By the early 50s, Weissmuller all but said, "You Tarzan, me take other role." And Jungle Jim became the new matinee king. So before heading off to the urban jungle, start your Tuesday mornings and hours with Jungle Jim cereals all month long.
It looked like a gorilla, but that yell sounded almost human.
At this time of year, school starts up again, and we want to make sure you know your American classics. So this month, watch for works by John Steinbeck, Lillian Hellman, and Tennessee Williams.
Your husband sweats more than any man I know, and now I can understand why.
Plus, we have a potpourri of Edgar Allan's works as lensed by the frugal gourmet of horror films, Mr. Roger Corman, who kicks off hosting our biggest MonsterFest ever. Halloween's creeping around the corner, so start the holiday spirit Friday nights in September.
Afraid, my dear? There's nothing to be afraid of.
And this month, AMC remembers Victor Mature both in his unforgettable portrayal of Doc Holliday in My Darling Clementine and as the legendary hero who gets a little off the top in a movie that wonderfully goes over it, Cecil B. DeMille's opulent Sunday school saga, Samson and Delilah.
And it wouldn't be autumn without the color gold, Oscar gold. And that's one color that won't be changing.
You can count on a cinematic gold mine every Thursday night on AMC's Thursday Night with Oscar. This month, AMC's got a movie for all seasons, so sit back, enjoy, and let all the fun fall into place.
Fun.
Meet a director as action-packed as his movies. Wild Bill, Hollywood Maverick. Then it's Wild Bill Wellman's Blood Alley. That's all Tuesday at 8 on AMC's Hollywood Reel-to-Reel.
Okay, George, please.
Well, Boris, you know, some producers have approached me about making my book into a movie.
Please. Bill Clinton is a Hollywood crap.
Well, Boris, you know, my book's not really about the president.
Okay, what is book about?
I don't know, a nation's loss of innocence?
Please, George, to Hollywood. Film must have independent spin.
Independent spin.
If you say it's about lying and cheating, then maybe you have something.
That's good. That's very good. Have you ever considered running for office?
After starring in just 3 films, James Dean's career was cut tragically short when a car accident claimed his life. In this film from the AMC archives, Dean talks about auto safety and his own driving habits with actor Gig Young. It was shot on the set of Dean's final film, Giant.
I'd like your opinion about fast driving on the highway. Do you think it's a good idea?
A good point. I used to fly around quite a bit, you know. I took a lot of unnecessary chances on the highways. And now I drive on the highways and I'm extra cautious.
Do you have any special advice for the young people who drive?
Take it easy driving. Life, you might say, might be mine.
Ironically, on September 30th, 1955, less than 3 months after this film was shot, James Dean was killed in an auto accident at the age of 24. Hollywood legend James Dean on AMC's Unseen Hollywood.
AMC's American Pop. It's the America you won't find on any map. This month, it drove your folks crazy.
Rock and roll is for morons.
And made people do bad things.
I ought to slug you.
The establishment tried to kill it.
A bunch of narrow-minded fools.
But now, more than 40 years later, it's still going strong. It's the heyday of that darn rock and roll on American Pop. Coming up next, and always rocking the web at mpop.com.
You get on home before I take a stick to you.
Do any comedy you want, but don't come to us with this story about 2 young drunks.
It's always more fun to hear what stars have to say when they're not following a script.
You cannot press the gruesome twosome up under my chin.
AMC Behind the Screen takes you past the movies to the real stories.
I was almost fired from American Graffiti for taking more than my share of donuts.
It's the place where your favorite movie people fess up and insider info abounds.
She was very difficult to work with.
AMC Behind the Screen, every Sunday at 7:30.
Well, how bad a movie is this if you're going to be in it?
You want to see this boy die because you personally want it, not because of the facts.
Explore the world of movies and movie making with every issue of AMC Magazine. Every month, exclusive, in-depth features and interviews from Hollywood insiders and noted authors. You'll also find intimate, rare, behind-the-scenes photographs that bring the stars and the star makers to life. No chance of missing your favorite classic movies. The monthly calendar and listings tell you all you need to know. Let the network that shares your passion for the movies be your guide. Order AMC Magazine for yourself or a friend today. Just call toll-free 1-888-AMC-4700 or send a check or money order for $12.95 to the address on your screen. You can also order on our website, amctv.com. AMC Magazine. Order today.
This Halloween, cuddle up with AMC's MonsterFest.
I won't love a monster. I won't.
A terrifying movie every night at Halloween week and a monstrous movie marathon all Halloween weekend. Featuring legendary director Roger Corman, your master of scaremonies.
Who says there aren't any good parts in movies anymore?
MonsterFest. Coming this Halloween only on AMC.
Coming up next on AMC's American Pop. The year is 1960, and Dick Clark and Tuesday Weld make the teen scene at a swinging school in Because They're Young, right here on AMC's American Pop.